这样的状态和条件，前印双方在制造业、基础设施建设、IT 产业、医药卫生和人才培养等方面有很强的互补性。双方的发展对于彼此都是投资贸易的机会和空间很大。
The second area is we share development opportunities. Our ancient ideologist Mencius once said, good timing, geographical convenience, and good human relation are the factors to success. I believe that Guizhou and India cooperation are equipped with these factors. We have highly complementarity in fields like manufacturing, infrastructure construction, IT industry, medical care, and personal training. That shows
your browser does not currently recognize documented. The browser
共建发展业绩独奏曲远没有共鸣的曲动听，前期合作人员将这棵充满希望的幼苗培育成为参天大树。
The third area is to work for mutual development and win-win cooperation. We believe that the solo never sounds better than chorus. Guizhou and India has already planted seedlings for future cooperation. Looking forward to see both of us do what we are good at and do it at our best to make the seedlings into towering trees.
共赢发展未来，我们欣喜地看到，刚刚过去的1年时间里，潜移青梦之花已经结出了累累硕果，这是各方务实合作推动的结果，更是包容性发展和互利互惠合作带来的结果。让我们继续携手并肩，着力在形成产业合作新纽带，打造园区合作新平台，创新人才合作新模式，建立经贸合作新机制等方面，持续推动实现更快、更加包容、更加可持续的合作，共同迎接一个更加美好的发展未来。
The fourth area is to create win-win future. We are glad to see that in the past year, the Guizhou and India cooperation has gained fruitful results. That is the result of pragmatic cooperation and mutual benefits. Let us keep hand in hand to create a better future by promoting new bound for industrial cooperation, new platform for industrial parks, new modes of personal exchanges, and new mechanism for economic cooperation.
从贵州到德里，路虽远，从贵州到德里，路虽远，却心相近；从贵州到安德拉邦，俗相异，却业相通。让我们夯实基础，搭起这座合作共进的桥梁，负载起更多中印合作的成果。
From Guizhou to Delhi, the road is far, but our hearts are close. From Guizhou to Andhra Pradesh, our customs are different, but our goals are the same. Let's solidify our foundation, build a bridge for cooperation, and make contributions to China-India relationship.
借今天这个会议的机会，我们进行一个颁奖仪式。近2年来，印度工业联合会与贵州省全面开展了从信息技术到产业园区建设方面的合作，翻开了印度和贵州经贸合作的崭新一页。为了表彰和感谢 CII 所做的特殊贡献，我们决定授予印度工业联合总会干事中德拉吉特先生荣誉奖杯。
In the recent 2 years, Guizhou and CII has has carried out comprehensive cooperation from information technology to industrial parks, which turning a new page of Guizhou Indian Economic Cooperation. So the government of Guizhou decided to award Director General Shenrajit Banerjee for the special contribution which made by CII.
నేను అట్లా వదిలేండి, నేను పైకి వెళ్తాను. ఓకే, పైకి వెళ్ళి చెక్ చేస్తాను.
Gentlemen, the Chinese Guizhou government would like to award CII for its outstanding contribution to strengthen China-India friendship. We have with us Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General CII, to receive the award on behalf of CII. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee, and thank you, Mr. Chen Mingming.
最后，预祝本次峰会圆满成功，谢谢大家。
Last but not least, I wish a complete success of the summit. Thank you.
May I now request Minister Piyush Goyal to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you very much, Mr. Godrej. Past President, CII, and Chairman, of course, of the very, very well-renowned Godrej Group. My good friend, also from my state of Maharashtra, Baba Kalyani, who's Chairman of the CII National Committee on Defence and runs one of the finest companies in the engineering space, in the auto component space, Bharat Forge in Pune. Your Excellency Chen Mingming, the Honorable Vice Governor of Guizhou, Government of China, several senior ministers of the state of Andhra Pradesh, my colleague in Parliament, Sri Hari Babu, Chairman NTPC, several other friends sitting in this very important summit that we have all come here to attend, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, as I flew into Visakhapatnam this afternoon, I saw more planes at the tarmac and parked at the airport than possibly I saw in Mumbai or Delhi in a long time. And in some sense that reflects the growing enthusiasm amongst people from across the country and around the world to come and look at Andhra Pradesh as an investment destination. And it's very appropriate that the Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu decided to hold this investment summit in Visakhapatnam. It's a city which has reflected the growth of this region over the last several years. It's one of the most beautiful cities in this part of the world. I don't know if any of you got an opportunity to look at the coastline, but even as you drove into this venue, the beautiful coastline that you can see clearly gives you an idea of what potential in and around Visakhapatnam is there. And the very sage decision of the Honorable Chief Minister to create a new capital further away from here, so that he is able to look at a more balanced development of the state, also is something which I think shows his foresight, his vision. And as I mentioned yesterday in another program, what truly defines Andhra Pradesh today is vision and leadership. If at all one was to see what will be the reason for the success of this new state of Andhra Pradesh. I think it is the fact that the people of Andhra Pradesh chose wisely. It is the fact that the Telugu Desam Party and the BJP together have provided leadership and vision to this state, to this new state. And I have in my mind no doubt that in the years to come, Andhra Pradesh will not only meet the expectations of the people, but possibly exceed those expectations by a mile. And I think today's Partnership Summit 2016, which CII and the government of Andhra Pradesh have put together, reflects the sunrise of the state. And the word sunrise has a special significance for me, particularly since Uday, the Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana, also reflects the rising sun. And in that sense, for me it was most appropriate to be in amongst the first 2 or 3 chief ministers who came and met me was Nara Chandrababu Naidu. And Naidu Garu brought with him a plethora of ideas, a plethora of new visionary thoughts. And in him I have found a friend, I have found a guide with long years of experience in government, with a very clear mind and focus how he plans to serve the people of the state and how he plans to take this from amongst, despite being a newly created state, to probably the premier position in the country. And over the last 18-19 months, I've learned a lot from him. The very fact that he can think big, the very fact that while creating the shape of things to come in Andhra Pradesh, he has planned for things which are technologically amongst the most modern anywhere in the world. He has planned for construction and buildings and industry and various other facilities for the people of the state, comparable to the best in class anywhere in the world, clearly reflect his desire to leapfrog and convert this challenge, this crisis, this very, very unfortunate breakup of the state at that point of time, which looked to be not in the interest of this section of the state, but today looks to become an opportunity for the state of Andhra Pradesh to leapfrog technology, to leapfrog into the new age of development and provide to the people of Andhra Pradesh a good government, good standards of living, happiness, and in some sense, a modern state comparable to anywhere else in the world. In fact, if one was to see how the world economy is changing and how people are working together to resolve the big challenges before the world, in some sense, Andhra Pradesh also is working in that spirit of cooperation, that spirit of partnership with the government and the centre, which helps us and helps both the centre and the state to reach out to the people of the state, to reach the benefits of development to the people of the state. Very often we find different circles clashing with each other. But it's only when you see concentric circles enmeshed one within the other with a common center that you find peace and harmony. And in that sense, the state of Andhra Pradesh working closely with the center, with a shared vision and a shared desire for prosperity for the people of the state, helps reach the benefits of development faster to the people. And nothing can be more reflective of this philosophy than the fact that barely 12 months into government, in a new state, suffering large amount of power shortages, power outages at odd hours of the day, inadequate power for the people of the state, industry suffering power cuts. Within a period of 12 months, under his visionary leadership, Babu Garu was able to convert Andhra Pradesh into a power surplus state, and I must truly compliment him for the tireless efforts that he and his team did to bring power to the people of the state 24/7. I have sat through several review meetings with the state of Andhra Pradesh, both in the state, in Delhi, sometimes in Hyderabad in the initial months. And I must acknowledge, every meeting has been a learning experience for me. I've always taken back that we produce at Simadri. We are now looking at setting up 4,000 megawatt business on thermal energy, being a very conscious part of the national plan to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, to bring green energy into the country. And I must compliment the state of Andhra Pradesh for their ambitious plans, particularly in the renewable energy space and more so in the energy efficiency space. If one were to look at the priorities, particularly when we are looking at a partnership for a shared and sustainable world economy, there are three major priorities where we can have a shared vision, where we can have a partnership and work together to make the world a better place, and within that, all of us living a better life in years to come. And those three priorities could be summarized in development, climate change, and terrorism. These are the three priorities before the world today. We are all looking for faster development. We are all looking to address the challenge of climate change, and we are all working together to eliminate the scourge of terrorism from this world. And if one was to analyze these three elements a little bit in detail, development is a given, particularly for a country with over half the people still living in a situation which one would not call even a half-decent life, or maybe probably 250 million people deprived of a basic amenity like power. So development has to be a given for a country like India. But whether India will develop, if we were only to look within ourselves, only to be an inward-looking economy, or will develop faster and better when we engage with the rest of the world, is the issue before us. And I don't think anybody in this room would have any hesitation in acknowledging that when we partner with the rest of the world, when we bring the best of technologies to our country, when we learn from the mistakes of others and avoid them when we are doing our development, when we share with them new research and development, innovation, when we help each other, we bring investment from international sources, but also use the availability of skilled manpower, leveraging on our demographic dividend. That's when we'll be able to really bring inclusive development in our country, so that the fruits of that development reach the last man at the bottom of the pyramid. And therefore, the development goals that have been set up by the state, and as I heard Babu Garu mention, he plans to continuously engage with investors. Through these investment summits, he's already invited all of us to the next summit in 2017. And look at the clarity of vision. The fact that he holds the summit in the first week of January, second week of January, so that he has the whole year ahead of him. He's willing to hold it in a period when people have just come out of vacations and are yet to get down to the task at hand, but wants to catch them when they are fresh, so that they can look with a fresh mind and start planning their investments in the state. He's looking at providing ease of business and partnering with entrepreneurs to facilitate their work, to help them expand and grow faster over here. and is truly committed to be a sensitive government, a government responsive to work efficiently to help the people develop their businesses over here, because he does believe that it's only when businesses prosper, when new technologies come to his state, he will be able to look at faster development in the lives of the people. When one looks at climate change, I think climate change has been the one issue on which the entire world has come together. The COP21 negotiations in Paris with complete consensus among over 190 countries, probably for the first time in the world. I think it's a great achievement that all the countries, all the world leaders have been able to do. But India's own commitment towards a cleaner environment is reflected in the very ambitious INDCs, the intended nationally determined contributions that India has put forth before the world. They have been widely hailed across the globe. World leaders have acknowledged that India